3 పదులు నిండని ఓ ఆస్ట్రేలియా యువతి భారత్ను ఒంటరిగా చుట్టేస్తోంది. అలు పెరగని ఉత్సాహంతో కాలినడకనే పయనిస్తోంది. గతేడాది పూరీ నుంచి మొదలుపెట్టి విభిన్న ప్రాంతాల్లో పర్యటిస్తోంది. అసలు ఈ యాత్రను ఆమె ఏ లక్ష్యంతో చేపట్టింది? ఎవరి స్ఫూర్తితో ఈ నిర్ణయం తీసుకుంది? ఏం అధ్యయనం చేయాలనే ఉద్దేశంతో ఇక్కడికొచ్చిందో విశాఖపట్నం చేరుకున్న జోరీ మోనే అడిగి తెలుసుకుందాం.
దూర ఆస్ట్రేలియా దేశం నుంచి భారతదేశంలో నడక ద్వారా ఈ ప్రాంత సంస్కృతిని, ఇక్కడ ఆచారాలని, సంస్కృతి సాంప్రదాయాలని అధ్యయనం చేయాలని నిర్ణయించుకుంది జోరిమో. పూరిలో ఆమె నడక ప్రారంభించిన దగ్గర నుంచి ఇప్పటిదాకా అటు తుఫాను, ఇటు ఎండ, ఇవన్నీ కూడాను కలబోసిన వాతావరణంలో ఆమె నడుస్తోంది. ఆమె లక్ష్యం ఏమిటి, అలాగే ఈ నడక ద్వారా ఆమె ఏం తెలుసుకోవాలనుకుంటోంది, ఈ అన్ని అంశాలని ఆమె అడిగి తెలుసుకుందాం. టెల్ మీ అబౌట్ యువర్ ఫ్యామిలీ.
And I'm from Australia, Perth, Australia. My mother lives back home in Australia. My brother and my sister-in-law have 2 children. My father passed away when I was 18, so he's no longer with us. I did a hairdressing apprenticeship when I left school. So I graduated. I've worked in many different job roles. I've worked in schools, worked in hospitality. I did my yoga teaching certificate, so I'm a yoga teacher.
When you come to India?
I arrived on the 12th of November and I started walking from Puri on the 15th. Adi Shankara walked. He walked around India. So I have to walk. That's the mission that I feel like I've been set.
Your lunch and dinner and...
I only eat fruits all day. I'll have a lot of water with lemon or lime. I'm a vegan, so that's like vegetarian with no dairy products. So mainly just fruits and vegetables. And I try and only have one cooked meal a day.
What are the hardships you have faced so far?
So I'm facing something challenging most days, whether it's like physically, if I've got a sore shoulder, or the environment can be really intense. So if I'm feeling really tired, I get stopped a lot, which is amazing. I love connecting with the people in India, but if I'm feeling really tired, it can feel a bit exhausting. Yeah, just like emotionally and mentally, because I'm walking all day, I just try and bring myself back into my breath. It's ebbs and flows throughout the day of feeling present and then also feeling quite overwhelmed. I do a lot of yoga, meditation, I work out, so I was walking quite a lot leading up to this in the past year. I love walking anyway.
How many kilometers per day you are walking?
Roughly 30 kilometers a day. It can be 20 to 25. My biggest day has been 43 kilometers.
What is the inspiration to walk like this?
Adi Shankara is an inspiration. I don't know much about the Hindu faith. I know very little about Adi Shankara. I've had a lot of messages and things come through with my meditation and that I'm meant to come here and do this walk. So I hope to learn more about the faith and more about Adi Shankara. A lot of what he wrote about in history, this isn't my culture, so I know very little, but why I'm here, to be here to learn. My normal day is wake up about 4 a.m. I'll meditate for 2 hours. I'll do some yoga and then I'll probably wash or pack my bag. I'll start walking. The last few days I've been going into some schools and things, so that's pushed out a bit of time. I'll walk throughout the day. I might break a few times with food and fruit and water. In recent times I've started getting hosted and I've gone to have meet and greets and visit people in temples and things, which has been amazing. But before then I would just find a hotel or a lodge or something like that.
Who are helping you in this journey?
Yeah, every day I get people to stop to help. It's quite amazing actually, very generous of the Indian people. I get stopped all the time, offered water, fruit, juice. What are you doing? Where are you going? Shelter. And in the past week I've been taken care of, put up in accommodation. And
how many kilometers you want to walk?
Over 6,000 kilometers. So I'm going to say anywhere between 6,300 to 6,500 kilometers. So I'm pretty early on in the journey. I've only walked 500.
What are the places you want to visit?
I'm unsure of the names, but I've written them down. But the main destinations I want to hit the Chardams, Adi Shankara's birthplace in Kaladi. So that's kind of what is mapped out the journey. And anywhere in between, I think what people recommend and suggest in terms of temples.
Earlier you walked in Australia like this?
No, this is the first time I've done something like this.
This is your first visit to India?
It's my second visit. I came 5 years ago with my stepsister Anne, but we were only here for a month.
Every day you stay somewhere else like that. What is the amount you are spending per day?
In the beginning, I was probably only spending maybe 500 to 1,000 for accommodation, under 500 for food. I came here to do it on a budget, and I also love to eat street food and support local. But in recent times I've been hosted a lot, so I had not spent much money at all. So I've been very lucky, feeling very grateful. Sometimes I write down some thoughts and feelings in my phone in notes, but it's kind of, if I'm carrying a diary, I'm trying to reduce the weight in my backpack.
What is your final destination?
Hopefully, if I finish it, it'll be in Badrineth. Probably by end of May, June. Awaka, northwest. Yes, from Rameshwaram, I'll walk to Kerala, to Kaladi, which is, I believe, Adi Shankara's birthplace. I also want to go to Kochi because I was there last time and I loved it, so I'll go there. I went to Varanasi last time I was here. Yeah, it was beautiful. I've only gone into a few temples, but it's the same thing. It's just like learning the culture and learning the process, and I'm just trying to be as respectful as I can around that. I love all the temple structures and the colours.
What is the aim?
So I'm walking the 4 chardams of Adi Shankara. Started my walk in Puri. So I just clocked about 500 kilometres today. So I'm planning to go to Rameshwaram, and then I'll walk across to Kerala, to Kaladi, his birthplace, and then up the west coast to northwest to Dwaka, and then I'll finish my walk in the Himalaya in Badrineth. The aim of the walk is for my own self, spiritual growth. I feel like I've been led and guided to come here and do this walk, do a lot of deep meditation, so I've had a lot of messages, signs and things come through by the divine to come here and do this walk. I hope to inspire young people, in particular women, to speak their truth, stand up for what they believe in, reconnect with themselves via yoga, meditation, walking, exercise, and I plan in the future to continue to walk in other countries.
ఇది ఆమె మనోగతం. ఎందుకంటే భారతదేశంలో ఈ సంస్కృతి సాంప్రదాయాలను అధ్యయనం చేయడం, అలాగే ఈ సంస్కృతి సాంప్రదాయాలను అధ్యయనం చేయడం ద్వారా వీటన్నిటినీ క్రోడీకరించి భారతదేశం గురించి తెలుసుకోవడం, ప్రధానంగా ఆదిశంకరాచార్యులు అద్వైత మతాన్ని వ్యాప్తి చేసిన ఆదిశంకరాచార్యులు గారు పుట్టిన కాలడి నుంచి ఈ బద్రీనాథ్ వరకు కూడాను నడక ద్వారా మొత్తం భారతదేశాన్ని కాలినడక ద్వారా ఆయన పయనించినట్టే తాను కూడా పయనించి ఇక్కడ విషయాల్ని తెలుసుకోవడానికి, అధ్యయనం చేయడానికి ప్రయత్నిస్తున్నానని తను చెప్తాను.